Greetings, myon people. This is Mr. Nick Minaj, and this video is going to show you how to answer CRA on myon by opening two tabs so that you could look at the book and look at the screen when you go to write the book. And that is what is called a hack or a workaround. In order to do this, we have to open two tabs. I've already opened this tab over here to the home page, and now I'm going to sign in for the second tab. And we are going to do this project, Mr. Samuel's Level 3 CRAs. We click on this. Another way that you can get to a project is clicking on projects up here, and you see Level 3 CRAs. Both take you to the same place. So I'm going to click on that. So the page you land on, this is your teacher, Mr. Samuels, and he's given you a lot of different assignments to practice your CRAs. You have about 15 of them. And so I'm looking at his instructions, and it says only do this in Mr. Samuel's class or for homework, and you will have one CRA for each book, and you will learn how to read, highlight, and answer a CRA using myon. Now here's the first important piece of information. The first tab that we want to open is the writing tab, and I see that the first book is Reading Cheetahs, and I'm going to scroll down and I see first task, and that's a writing task. Okay, cheetahs. So I'm going to click on that, and then I'm going to go back up again, and I see that it says what happens to cheetahs when they run too much. Use two details from page 6 to support your answer. So now I know what I'm looking for. Remember, we always preview first. Now that I know what I'm looking for, I go to the other tab that I've already opened, and I want to make sure that I go to the same project, so I click on that, grade Level 3, and it says read cheetahs, what happened to cheetahs? And now I want to find the book, and this gets a little tricky because myon doesn't tell us the books, but I see this little cheetah here, so I'm going to click on the cheetah, and that's the book, Cheetahs. So I am ready to start reading the book. So I've read the whole book, and I looked and said that the prompt told me to closely read page 6 and find out what happens to cheetahs when they run. And I see on this page it says running makes cheetahs hot. They find a cool place to rest on the savannah. So I'm going to want to highlight that information to use in my CRA. So I always want to highlight the evidence I'm going to use, and I always need two pieces of evidence, and I like to use different color highlighting for the two pieces of evidence about what cheetahs do when they run. Okay, it makes them hot, what happens to them, and they find a cool place. So now I have my information, and I'm ready to type my CRA. So now I'm back on the writing tab, and I go down to this, and I click on Start Writing. And this is really great. It reminds me of RAD. Restate the question, answer the question, detail 1, detail 2, and here's the question. What happens to cheetahs when they run too much? Use 2 details from page 6 to support your answer. So then I click on Essay Writer, and I'm not going to put a title. I'm going to use RAD. What happens to cheetahs when they run is that, that they get tired. According to the text. And now I could look back what it says. Running makes cheetahs hot. And when I go back and check, they find a cool place to rest. And now I'm going to correct. It's not that they get tired, they get hot. And so there I have it. I am finished, and if I like my answer, I just click Save, and I am finished. So there you go. That's how you do it. Now it's your turn to practice. If I like my answer, then I just click on this, and it'll go to Mr. Samuel so he could check and give me feedback. So now you have your final answer. Time to practice. Good job.